Welcome to Battered and Proud, a college football podcast for college football geniuses. And our hosts are the Battered,
Swami.
and I'm Proud. And then we have our brother he doesn't know what he is. He's
He's
he's back
bad.
and
He's
forth.
still no. He's bad. He's battered.
You think so?
Wow.
Oh yeah,
I
yeah.
think you're in the middle. Like I can see you starting to be a believer.
That's great.
Okay. No, I'm
Okay.
not there. I'm not there yet.
Well, anyway,
After the Thanksgiving game, after that I can give you an answer.
okay.
The Thanksgiving massacre. Is that what we're gonna call
Anyway.
it?
Yeah.
What are you doing?
There's a bug in here flying around. It's fine.
Maybe it's looking for your piece of seaweed.
Okay, for all of our subscribers, he's talking about that I had a piece of seaweed on my tooth before we started the call. Okay, so it's out. Now you don't have to make fun of me. It's done. Okay?
Yeah.
Speaking
It was long as one of your pieces of your hair. It looked like
sp-
I thought it was your hair that was in your tooth, except it was green.
speaking speaking of criticism, we now have 56 subscribers. We've gone up
Wow.
big time. And so everyone like and subscribe. And but we also have to take in constructive criticism. So one of the criticism was that Joe's head is too big for like it won't.
What?
Yeah, they said that your
It's too
head is
big?
like yeah, I think it looks okay now.
Does it fit okay?
But I think like earlier you were really close to the camera and so it just like was just your face, like that's all you could see. Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
But we fixed it. I feel like it looks okay now. Another feedback, Alex said, I don't know the source, but he said he heard people said it was too long. And I say Kirk Herbstreit and Joey Galloway do a podcast and it's an hour long and we're better than they are. So what's the problem? Right?
Right. There's three of us, so that's fine.
Okay, and then the third thing was that a lot of people said bring Alex on permanently. Like do the three of y'all. It's so much better. So now we got to deal with that.
That's
What are you
awesome.
gonna do? What about when you have that T-SIP guest that you wanted?
We'll have
That's
four
gonna get
people. It's fine. No, he's not going to do the whole time. He told me he doesn't have that much air in his body. He said he just
okay.
wants to do like a small part. So,
Okay.
okay. Oh, and then Bucky's girlfriend Ashley said she was a little hurt that we didn't talk about Ole Miss and Florida last week. And I thought during that game we probably should have because that was a very good game. But I also thought Ole Miss had it in the bag easy, and it wasn't that easy. So, I mean,
Until the end.
There's another game that I thought should have been a little easier that wasn't. Let me first tell y'all about the sponsors that send lots of money to us. Eckerman's Meat Market, family owned and operated since 1961. Old Fashioned Meat Market specializing in custom processing. A fresh cut from the country. It's hard to say that. Say a fresh cut from the country. Say it out loud.
Fresh cut from the country.
It doesn't seem like
No, it
it
just rolls off
messes.
the tongue. That's good.
Okay. And then also our other sponsor is the Belleville Times, editor
Bruce.
Bruce White. Yeah. He's going to be pretty bored. Belleville did not move on in the playoffs for football or volleyball. So he's probably going to just write about this podcast for a bit. So that's good. All right, Mr. The one down there, the battered one, he's in a bad mood because he worked today. I'm like, what's your attitude for it? He's like, well, I had to work all day. And I'm like, well, join the club, you
No, I didn't
know?
say that. I mean, if you're gonna take words out of my mouth, don't lie and make up some BS. I told you that I had some issues at lunchtime and I forgot about them, okay, because I'm getting old. All right. So, but I got it handled and it's all
Okay,
good.
all right.
I was in a race to get home so I could do your podcast here at 6:30.
It's your
So
podcast and Alex's too. I mean, you're gonna be really
you're the one who started this.
okay.
Okay. It's
We'll
your deal.
talk we'll talk
It,
about this later when our royalties start flowing in.
okay. Got it.
Okay, first things first. Who won last week on the picks?
Okay, so let's see the record. Well, no, let's just go over it real quick. Notre Dame at Pitt. Elizabeth and I had Notre Dame minus 12 and a half, and Alex had Pitt. Notre Dame was a winner. They covered. Next was South Florida and Navy. I was really surprised at this.
Same.
South Florida was giving 9.5 on the road. Izzy and I took South Florida, and Alex took the Naval Academy, and the Naval Academy, the Navy
One.
won
Won
outright.
it.
Yep,
Cousin Buddy would be so proud of me.
absolutely. But I'm sure Burke is.
Yes, and
cousin
Bert.
Burke,
Yeah, Bert even
absolutely.
gave us a howdy.
Mr.
Yeah,
Wonderful.
yes.
Yes.
And then we had Oklahoma going to Bama. So last year wasn't a fluke because OU went to Tuscaloosa. They were getting 5.5, but they won outright. And guess who's the only picker of OU?
That would be
Yeah,
me.
she's got her hand up. Alex and I took the hit on that one. Next game was Iowa at Southern Cal. Alex had Iowa. Izzy and I had Southern Cal. They won by 5, but we had to give up 6.5, so we lost that one. Alex was the winner. Next game was Mississippi State at Missouri. Izzy and I had Missouri given 7.5 at home against Mississippi State, and they beat the ever loving out of them. So Alex lost that one. We won that one. And then here's the game where the last two games, actually the last three games, but this one in particular, TCU at BYU. Y'all know, everybody knew BYU was going to crush them. I don't even know why I even had that game on there. Ashley's right. We should have had Ole Miss in Florida. That was a better game. But I had to be the guy on the island by myself, and I took TCU knowing that they were going to get hammered. I don't know if y'all remember that or not. I took the loss. It's okay. I'm a big boy. I can handle it. So y'all get the win there. I got the loss. Then we have Texas and Georgia. Same thing. Alex called it, it's my lock of the week. It's my lock of the week. I mean, are you kidding me? It was
Yeah.
14 to 10. Texas was just, I
What was
mean,
the
they had them
spread?
on the ropes.
Five and a
The
half.
five and a
Yeah.
half. Texas was about to take, I mean, they were about to take over the
Yeah.
game. You
So
know,
close. This
they
close.
were. They were. I
Yeah.
mean, the
Okay.
All-American linebacker, intercepts the ball.
Yeah.
Arch does his thing, scores a touchdown, 14 to 10. Here we go, Texas. What
Yep.
happens next? How does Kirby Smart on his own 35-yard line go for it on 4th and 4? How does he
Because
do
he's got
that?
huevos.
You can't do that. That's not logical. You don't go
So,
for it on 4th and 4
Huevos.
on your own 35. That
and
just
the
doesn't make any
onside kick,
sense.
the
And,
onside
and you're
kick was
playing Texas.
so,
So you can do
Yeah,
things
a
like that.
superior defense, right? And
Okay.
then on the same drive, another fourth down play, 4th and 5, and what do? They get. I don't even know if that player was offsides on, if the defensive player was offsides. They called the penalty. It was an incomplete pass. They
What
called
was
the
the final
penalty.
score?
Well, the final score had, let's see, it was,
Was it
I
did
think,
you see that
35-10?
onside kick? It was
but how many points attributed
perfect.
to the referees in this game?
Oh,
But it's
come
35-10.
on.
You're gonna
Seriously.
give 35 to 10, right? Do I have that right?
I mean,
I
the
will
onside kick. I mean,
look,
and then it just
35 to
it
10.
was over after that.
I will
I mean, I
I thought you
say,
would
couldn't
have
believe it.
your store
21
shut.
points in the fourth quarter. I mean, come on.
you know what
Yeah.
though? I really
Oh, ugh,
that
I'm still
game was
sick
a
from
lot
it.
closer than the score. I do feel like that. It
You
was a
think?
Yes.
I
yeah.
mean, not only did I
Yes.
think
So
Texas was going to
close.
cover, they were going to win the game. And they had them. They had Georgia on the ropes, and Georgia,
They
I
could have
have to
had
give
him, man.
I
Kirby
know.
Smart made some unbelievable
It
calls
was it was it
that
was a it was a nail biter
Bobo.
till the end,
It
35 to
was
10.
it was it was Bobo who made all the
Yeah.
calls.
laugh now, but I mean, Texas, that's okay. Texas still has a chance. But anyway,
The
so I took
Bulldogs
Texas.
own TU.
I
Yes.
took Texas. You're right. They do. They've won the last three in a row. Kirby owns Sark, but guess what? Sark owns you know who? Elko. So
Okay,
it's okay.
move on.
Okay, I'll move on. So both of
Thank
y'all
you.
won that game. I lost that one. And then I had the South Carolina. So did Alex. Give it 19 and a half. Izzy's A&M by 90 didn't work out
I
for
don't
her.
care. I don't care.
I want to say a little story about this game because it was at halftime. I was ready to walk out the stadium. Okay. You threw your keys at me and you said, just leave, go, because we rode together to the game, your husband and I, and Debbie and I, right? And you're like,
You
I don't want to
needled
see
her
your
the whole
face.
time.
Yeah, Elizabeth, you're like, I don't, you rolled your eyes at me. You said, I don't want to see your face. Just get away from me. You just go, leave.
I actually said I don't want to ride home with an a-hole.
Yes, you did. But I didn't want to say that on air. Okay. Which that's what you said. So, anyway, I got over that a little bit. It took me a while. But Debbie's like, why do you want to leave your family? We're here to be with the family. So, you know what? Just
Exactly.
Oh yeah,
tough it
Alex,
out.
where were you?
I
Me
was
and Tony
getting
were the,
drunk.
okay.
I was still there. I was just getting drunk. And then I came back in the third quarter.
But luckily for my wife, I listened to my wife. And Debbie's like, just grow up and just sit through it. And, maybe we're here for family. So we had all
Yes.
of our family together, and you're right. And we did. And man, we won, blah, 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 blah. We still try to give it away by fumbling on the third 3-yard line, but still we held them. The defense rose to the occasion and we won the game. So having said all that, the record was, Swami was a little disappointing. It was 3-5. That could have easily been 6-2 my side over some. Anyway,
Just like Texas could have won too.
I
Give
know absolutely. Alex was 5-3 and Elizabeth was 5-3. So congratulations, both y'all had 5-3
me a high
records, and
five. Give me.
yeah, yeah. So anyway, that's
That
great.
was good.
No,
That was
that's real
good.
cute, by the way. Yeah.
At halftime, I was like you got up to go somewhere. Y'all were all gone. It was basically just me and Tony and Abby. Like we were no everyone else was gone. And I told Tony, I need to switch with you because I don't want to sit by him because I was sitting next to Joe. And I was like, I don't want to sit by him. And so then Tony goes, yeah, I was joking around at first, but now I'm like really mad because he was like joking with Joe, like
Yes.
being obnoxious. And he goes, I'm real mad now. And so anyway, I was looking at the score, 27 to, I mean, 30 to 3.
Mhm.
And I was like, I mean, it's kind of possible to come back. And I was like, how many touchdowns do we have to do? And then I was like, we could do 2 touchdowns each quarter, and then we just have to hold them to not score. And that was the game plan. Basically, I texted that down to the locker room.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you did.
Well,
Well,
if they're down, let me warn you right now. If they're down 30-3 against Texas, which is very possible,
it's not going to happen.
they're not
It's not
coming
going to happen.
back.
And I
They're
mean,
not going to come
I
back.
learned a
I am
lesson.
so
They're
grateful.
not going to come back.
I am so grateful that it happened when it did because I feel like that was like a reality check. And let's be honest, like the interviews after the game, like Elko's like, we had a really good plan. We practiced all week, but they're 18 and 19-year-olds, like things happen with them and they're not very reliable. So,
And he also said that he appreciated coming back in the second half,
stadium
and
being
even
full
and the stadiums were still full, except for Kevin Fishback. The
and
stadiums were
Bucky
full,
Coy and
and,
Bucky Coy.
Oh,
Bucky
and
Coy.
Bucky left too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
those
He had to work
two
though.
percenters.
Bucky had to work, but I still was pretty. I think he
Did
used that as an excuse. I don't really think we'll see.
did he
Anyway,
really? Did he really say that the stadium? He made a comment about the stadium
Yeah,
still.
yeah. He said, and at the end of it, we were sitting there, saw varsity's horns off with a full packed crowd. So
he said any other school they would have left.
yes,
Most
yes.
definitely. I thought the game was over. I
And
was
Because
then
sitting
JoJo
the
there
was going to
going,
leave.
and then
yeah.
the that Bethel Roman deal where he ran and looked like Alex popping his ankle. And he was like running.
Yes, yes.
That was an accident. He said he ran the wrong route.
Okay.
Isn't that nutty?
Is he hurt? Is he gone for the year, or is he
No,
still?
he's fine. He just popped. He
What
had a
happened to
bait.
Craver?
He came back.
Bethel did? I thought so.
Yeah,
What about
Yeah,
Craver?
Bethel
Bethel
Because
came
came
back.
back.
Craver didn't play in the second half.
I
I
don't
think
know.
he's gonna rest. He's gonna rest up for Sanford. Like
Yeah.
he's not gonna play at Sanford. He's gonna bow out.
If these guys rest up too much, they're going to be out of shape and they're not going to be ready to play come when they play Texas.
Yeah, because
So
all
Okay.
they do is just sit around eating bonbons. They don't,
Yeah.
coaches don't make
so
them run or do anything like
They
that.
just let him sit.
I'm just saying they could be out of shape. They'll be out of breath. They're not going to
Uh,
know what to do. They'll drop passes. I mean, Craver was dropping passes left and right. Maybe that's why they sat him out in the second half.
I will
Yeah.
say too, another good game. And it was hard to stay awake was that Ole Miss and Florida game. Like Florida really is gonna mess someone up eventually.
Mm-mm.
Did you watch that game?
No, I didn't
It
watch it.
reminded me of the Texas Georgia game. Like it was very close until the fourth quarter.
Hmm. Yeah.
Well, Georgia had to handle the whole game.
Georgia looked so terrifying to me. Like, I don't want to play Georgia.
But don't worry, you're not going to. Actually,
But
I have y'all playing them. I have
All
A&M
right.
playing them in the.
Y'all want to do
No,
the
I don't.
bracket?
No, I don't. No, A&M's not going to play Georgia. Don't worry about it.
Y'all
You're
want to do
good.
the bracket?
Yeah, let's do the bracket. Who's going first?
It is gonna be you going
You want
first.
me going first?
I think that's who I have up here. Yeah, let me press play. Where is it?
It's up here.
second smile.
I know I can't. I've got this
This is taking time.
I know it's like the screen, like I can't there. I
Can y'all
can't
see it?
get hold on.
Yeah.
Okay, there we go. See it?
Yes, I do. So I've got my top four: Ohio State, Georgia, Indiana, and Tech. I don't think Tech is losing again. I think they're going to win out.
I know, but that doesn't okay. I
Uh,
don't think that just because a Big 12 team wins out doesn't deem them as number four.
I do.
Okay.
So anyway, I think Texas, I think when they beat A&M, I think that's going to be even though they're they'll be 9-3. I think that's a good enough for beating a number three team in the country to leap them up to number five, play James Madison. And I like that matchup for Texas playing against Tech, in the quarterfinals.
Of course
I've
you'd
got,
put them up there.
and then I've got A&M. That loss to Texas is going to hurt, but it's still going to get them a
That's why
home
I said
game.
when he sent this, that's why I said, are you serious? This is what you
Yeah.
want to put up there?
Are you going to overtalk me while I'm giving it?
I'm just,
I'm trying
I'm
to
just,
talk.
go
Okay.
on.
Yeah.
Okay.
Speed
Go
up a
Good.
little
you
bit.
Okay.
please do.
I do have A&M hosting a game against Alabama. I don't think they survive that. Neither team will survive against Ohio State. And then I have Georgia Tech winning the ACC playing Ole Miss as the number six team. And then down at the bottom, I got BYU. BYU is going to have two losses this year. Both going to be Tech. I still think that gives them they should be in because they handled, look what they did to TCU. They beat every other team, you know, out of conference, in conference. They look good. I think they deserve to play against Oregon as a number seven seed at Oregon. And plus, both teams are out there in that part of the world, on the West Coast. So,
Okay.
um,
Can we
and
move
then
on?
yeah. Okay, go ahead.
BYU, really, you think is going to be in there?
Yes, I believe so.
Okay,
They
so
deserve
you're
to be.
saying
I got
one,
them. Yeah, them in
two,
Tech.
three, four, five. You're saying there's going to be five SEC teams, two. Okay.
Yeah, five SEC teams.
Okay. All right, ready?
Yeah.
I'm next. This is my bracket. So I think that the team that showed true national championship material was a team that got beat down, didn't give up, came right back second half. Looked like a totally different team. I put North Texas because I always root for any Texas school. And I also think they might jump. If they win out, then they might jump above James Madison. Um, I have Ole Miss as number five. I think this is all just obvious. Tech is six. Oregon is seven, but I do think that they're going to have problems against USC. I think there's going to be some things happening. And I have Virginia because the reason they lost to Wake Forest is because their quarterback was out.
Okay.
And Georgia Tech is not playing well. The last couple of games, like they were on the struggle bus against Boston College. So, if they are whoever they're head to head with at the in the ACC championship, I don't think it's gonna go well for them. Sorry. I do love Haynes King though.
Can I say something about this?
Yeah.
Uh, you know who Joel Klatt is?
Yes.
His rankings this week, he had Georgia with that impressive win. He had them leapfrog A&M, and he thought A&M, even though they're undefeated, he dropped them a spot because of that game, the way they played in the first half against
Did he
South
drop
Carolina.
Indiana when they played the way they did against Penn State?
No, because that was on the
Huh.
road, and
Okay, whatever.
so,
I think Joel Klatt, like He's obviously like a freaking Big Ten boomer, and he's
But he had
never
Georgia
liked.
going in front of
Doesn't
A&M, right?
matter. He's never liked A&M, and I don't. I think it's because he's jealous.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Okay, let's move on to Alex. Ready, Alex?
Ready. I too thought A&M should go down a couple of notches because they kind of showed what they could do if they don't pay attention, which they freaking didn't do in the first half. So they went down to four. It was awesome that they came back, but like JoJo said, Reed lost a lot of points with me. Ohio State, Georgia, of course, leapfrogging. Indiana's still doing well. I've got North Texas in there because I think that they're better than any of those other scrub teams. Notre Dame, number five, of course. I've got OU that came up to number nine, Oregon eight. I don't know between Michigan and
He put
BYU.
two. He doesn't know what to pick, so he put Michigan and BYU.
I
Yeah.
did.
Okay.
It's
Well,
not the
unfortunately,
final. I'm
only
leaning
one of those
towards
teams can go,
BYU.
Alex. I don't know if you know that or
Yeah,
not.
they can't both go.
I
Yeah.
know. I'm leaning more towards Michigan, but all right. And of course they won't. Yeah, I've got Texas Tech there at sixth. They've done really well. Bama fell all the way to 10, and Ole Miss at seven
So I don't. Why does Notre Dame even in consideration? I mean,
because they're studs.
They didn't play anybody. They lost to
That's all right.
A&M. They lost to Miami. They
That's
they
okay.
they played
Yeah,
against the nobodies. A bunch
no,
of look at
they
their
played.
schedule.
Burr. No,
Garbage.
A&M is number three in the nation. I know that you don't believe
But
that,
they
but you
lost to
know,
A&M. They lost to
huh?
them at
I
home.
know by one, and they shouldn't have. But anyway, that's a different story. And I don't
It's
have
a
an
different
ACC team
story.
in there because I think Georgia Tech's going to get annihilated by Georgia, and then that's going to be the best team that come out of there.
Well, they're still going to be. They still have a chance to be ACC champs. You know, an ACC champs
Yeah,
gets to go.
they do get to go.
Yeah.
Yes, yes. You have to
Yeah,
have an ACC representative.
yeah. I guess I got to put. Yeah, if I do anybody, it'd be Georgia Tech, and I guess it'd take Michigan and BYU's spot there because I was uncertain there.
Tell
I
me
mean, the
though why, like, tell me why the college football bracket people, why they have Miami so high? Because is Miami, can they go to the ACC championship? I don't.
possibly.
Okay, so that's why they
Yeah,
have
they
them
have two
ranked so high.
losses. No, they have two losses.
Yeah, but it's possible the other ones could have two losses. You know what I
So you
mean?
have Georgia Tech 6-1, Virginia 6-1, Pitt 5-1, and
Y-
SMU 5-1. That's four
Yeah, but they're
teams.
playing other people. They're still playing people that could have two losses. I mean, that
Okay.
could give them another loss.
SMU plays Louisville, which could do that. And then they have Cal. Um, Pitt, of course, Pitt is only playing, they're playing Georgia Tech this week. And then Miami. So that you're right on that one. Virginia, Virginia has Virginia Tech.
Oh, and that's it?
That's
Okay, so
it.
that'll put Virginia, but who does Georgia Tech still play? And
So
you can't
Georgia Tech just said they play Pitt and they play
Pitt.
Georgia. So
Okay,
just
so
one more
Georgia
team.
doesn't matter because that's not the ACC, but Pitt,
Yeah,
I think they might give them some hell. And
It's garbage.
if they
Pitt is
anyway,
garbage.
it's just possible.
Okay.
I mean, look at these teams that Notre Dame beat. They beat Purdue, garbage. Arkansas, garbage. Boise State,
Did you
garbage.
go to
North
church
Carolina State,
Sunday?
garbage. Southern Cal was the hardest team they played, and they beat them at home. Okay.
Like a drum.
No, they beat them 34. The game was close the whole
You
time. They
I
pulled
hope
away
you
at
go
the
to
end.
church. I hope you go to church this
Boston
Sunday.
College, garbage. Navy, garbage. Pittsburgh, the coach
Navy's
even,
in the top of their conference.
yeah, atop of a garbage conference. Then you had Pittsburgh coach even said, I don't care if we lose 110 to nothing, idiot. So, and then you have Syracuse, garbage, and then Stanford, big garbage. And so you're going to give them a free ride after losing to the two teams, Miami and A&M.
Yeah, Notre Dame's going to be in
That's
there in a
it's just
heartbeat.
how Notre Dame is. Like
Okay.
Yeah.
the
Well, it's
freaking
not right.
committee. Yeah, I agree. There's a lot that I don't agree with, but the committee always loves Notre Dame.
Fantastic.
Always.
And
And
for
And
some reason, the eight people likes Texas. That's the reason why those schmucks were number one at the beginning of the season.
wait a minute,
And look at
schmucks.
them now.
Yeah, they've had some difficult challenges, but they're getting better. And
Yeah.
they
Well,
were almost there in the Georgia game, and
yeah,
it just
35-10. It was almost, I mean, it was that close. It was very close. I
this isn't,
agree.
I do want to keep talking about the same game over and over again, but I feel like we should move on, you
Okay, let's
know?
Okay.
move on. You want
Yeah.
to do the picks
All right.
now?
Yeah, I think we should go ahead and do the picks.
Okay, so the first game is going to be Missouri at Oklahoma. Oklahoma is favored by 7.5. I'll go first. I'll take Mizzou.
I'll take
And
Oklahoma.
okay,
Oklahoma needs to keep on winning.
I agree,
They're
but
going to win
7.5 is
big.
a lot of points.
7.5 is a
Mizzou
lot
is
of
not going to
points, but
score at all.
no, they will, but oh yeah, they have such a good defense. Anyway, I'll take OU.
Good. Okay.
But did you see that running back for Mizzou? I
Let
know,
me
like
see.
this past weekend, he looked like a monster. And I don't even remember him when we played him. That
I mean,
Mizzou running back, the guy that was, I mean, he like tore it up. And
right.
we, when he played A&M, we did not allow that.
Well, when Oklahoma, if Missouri would have kept the ball on the ground and just ran it the whole time, they would have beat A&M. But they kept throwing the
Okay, next
ball.
up.
Okay. And plus, I'll say something about Oklahoma. I mean, they got 10 points on defense against Alabama on just some unfortunate
They
plays.
took
So,
advantage of Alabama's mishaps.
yeah, they did.
And you know who didn't take advantage of mishaps?
Who's that?
That douchebag who lives in South Carolina.
Oh, okay.
The guy, Tony said when he walked off the field and was doing all of his like, woo, like, right. He said he was like looking at him and he was just
Beamer?
like, yeah. And Tony was looking at him. He's like, that's SOB. Like, Tony was so mad when he saw him do that, you know? And, he went, that's when he went up to the club.
He joined me.
He went,
So I got a
yeah.
question for you. I saw that where you sent the text about the tickets. Are you and Tony thinking about going to that? And dropping
No,
a grand?
no,
Let's say. That's what.
no. I did that because I wanted Tony to clinch up a little bit. I thought it'd be
Oh,
funny.
okay. Okay. All right, next game, Louisville at SMU. SMU is favored by 3.5. I'll take the ponies.
That's who
Uh,
I have down.
that's who I have down. And I'm not
Okay.
going to get bullied.
Okay. I'll get bullied. I'll take Louisville. I'll switch it. And y'all two, we'll keep it this way.
No, I don't want you to do that if you fully believe the ponies are going to win, because then next week you're going to go, well, I didn't really want to do it.
That's okay.
And then you're
Hey,
going to
I'm a
null
grown
it
man.
out.
Okay. It's okay.
Okay,
You
remember
don't look
this,
like
Alex.
one, but
Write that
hang on.
down, that quote. Write that quote down.
Yeah.
Okay. USC at Oregon minus 9.5.
I'm taking the points in Trojans.
Same. In
Okay.
fact, I think I'm going to take the points in the Trojans, but it's possible that the Trojans could be winners.
Okay. I'll take Oregon and I'll give you all the 9.5. I'm good with that. Next game. This is the one I'm giddy at. Arkansas at Texas at DKR 10.5. Mine was really 10. You said it was 9.5. I'm sprinkling a little bit more on there. I'll make it 10.5. And you know who I have.
I feel like that's a lot of points. And have you seen Arkansas's schedule? Like who they played and how much they lost to everybody they played?
Hmm. They haven't
Like
played Texas at
points.
DKR yet.
They have lost by just points, except for Notre Dame.
Okay. So are you taking Arkansas?
I'm going to take Arkansas with 10.5.
Okay. Alex?
I'll take it, Texas.
He's taking Texas. I love it. You're on an island, Elizabeth.
I'm
Alex
I've
is
s- I've
Alex
been
is finally starting to see the light. Can you see it?
No, it's just too
Can you
many
see it?
points.
Can you see he's starting to
It's
see
not
the
enough
light?
points. No, not
He
enough points.
he's seeing their dominance. He knows how they got hosed against Georgia. He knows that they should have
Arkansas has
won the game
nothing.
against
Arkansas has
Georgia.
nothing.
their quarterback is really good. Arkansas's quarterback is really good. If he goes back and finds some green, he makes you hurt.
I knew I could get him. I knew I could turn him a little bit. He's starting to turn.
I'm not turning anywhere close to where you are.
Come back to the light, Alex. Come back to the light. The light. Don't go to the dark side.
10.5 points. Arkansas played a lot of close games, and he says, "No, I got to take Texas because I know I got lucky last week against Georgia because Texas really should have won that game."
No,
You
that's
know,
incorrect. That
He
that
didn't
was
I,
never
say
the
any of
lock.
that.
I said it was the lock of the day, lock of the week.
yeah, but when you're
Was it the
you,
lock of the week?
it was your luck.
I had people
But
calling me saying, "Al, thanks a lot. I appreciate that lock. That was awesome.
you were puckering up into
I
the
get to
third
retire
quarter
one
when it was
year early
14-10.
because of that lock."
Yeah,
Lock of
whatever.
the week.
Okay, Kentucky at Vandy. Vandy's favored by 9.5. Who wants to go first? I'll go first. I'll take the Wildcats 9.5. That's a lot of points. I don't think Vandy's that good.
It is. I
I think their
know. Well,
defense is that good.
Vandy needs to. It's at Vandy, and they need to score a lot of points so that they can get into the playoffs. They need to beat the ever loving out of Kentucky. So I think they cover.
Okay. And you, Elizabeth?
I say Bandy minus nine
Wow.
and a
I
half.
love
I
this.
That's just my instinct. Like I almost changed it like right in this moment, but last time I did that, I did poorly.
Last week JoJo was saying the same thing. God, I love this. They're going against me. And look, what we went 5-3. Where did he go?
Yeah,
Three and
three
five.
and five.
Yeah, it's okay. Y'all are so gay. Okay, moving on. Pittsburgh against Georgia Tech. I'm taking the Yellow Jackets because that's my team. They're going to make the playoffs. I'm going to give 2.5 points. Georgia Tech's favored by 2.5 at home against Pitt.
I'm gonna say Pitt because Georgia Tech has been not impressive to me the last couple of games they played. Even the games that they were winning, like when they win a game, I mean, I feel like they are finishing with like nothing at all. Like they're just barely getting over the finish line.
That's actually a good point, and I agree with you. They that last week. I mean, they played there. It was like A&M South Carolina. They played a garbage team. They should have won by lots of points.
It was not the same as A&M in South Carolina. Like that
Well, no, it was the same in the fact that A&M was favored by 19.5 and only won by a point. That's what I was getting at. The game was different, but the final outcome was the same on a large margin between the two schools, right? So, I mean, who did they play? It was somebody that
Boston
wasn't
College.
what I thought. And let's see, when was that game played? Let me look here. Boston College. Where is it? Alex, who are you taking? Oh, here it is.
Georgia Tech.
Boston College was favored, I mean, was getting 16.5. So same, A&M was favored by 19.5. Boston College was favored by, was getting 16.5. They were 1-9. Okay. And Georgia Tech was 8-1 and they won by 2 points. Yeah, I get it. I understand. Not very impressive at all. They should have won the game by more. Alex is going to go with me. So Izzy, you're out on a pond by yourself.
Yeah, sorry, Izzy.
I picked Pitt.
You did,
Yep.
and you're going to lose
Okay.
that one. Okay,
Oh,
the next game is BYU at Cincinnati. BYU is giving 2.5 points at Cincinnati.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
say
I,
BYU.
I knew you
I am
were.
too.
I knew
I
both of
think
y'all were.
BYU has to do the same thing Vandy does. So they're both going to be playing their ass off.
God, I can't. I can't do it 2 weeks in a row.
You don't have to pick that. You're a grown man. We can
You're
all pick the same team.
you're exactly right. I'm going with Cincinnati, and I'm getting 2.5. All right.
So stupid.
And this is the
I
reason
even
why you
and
can be 3 and
what's
5
it what's
again.
bad about this is that I have BYU in my playoff bracket, so I know they're going to win this game. I hopefully they win it by less than 2 points.
Well, then why not pick BYU?
Just because I got a feeling because I'm Swami and I have these senses that come about me
Yeah.
and it's amazing.
Your
You don't have that.
turban's a little messed up there and
Well,
ugly.
whatever. Okay, my turban.
Yeah.
Okay, the next game we got is the Tennessee Vols at Florida. Florida is getting 4.5 points. What say you at Florida?
I'm taking the Vols.
Okay, Elizabeth,
I'm gonna go with Florida.
you and I both are
I
going with
picked them
Florida.
last time. I can't remember who they played, and I picked them and they like I won that one. They didn't win. Who did they play?
Georgia.
Yeah, they didn't win, but they were really close. And then that Ole Miss
Okay.
game, they looked really good. Lagway came back and he looked really good. I still feel like if Lagway had some solid coaching, he would be a different guy.
Man, oh man, they played good against, like you said, they played good against Ole Miss, and they hung in there until the end. They lost by 10, but it was a lot closer than 10 points. So anyway, that's our wrap up for the games for
Do y'all
next
want to
week.
do A&M and Samford?
Uh, you can do whatever
There's
you
no
want.
line.
There is no line. I think Sanford is 1-9. I mean, it's come on.
They are.
The Citadel beat Samford.
No,
Wow.
I thought that was their only win was the Citadel.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
Well, that's going to change
No,
next
it's not.
year.
It was VMI. I'm sorry. I take that back.
It
You're
is
right.
VMI, yeah.
No
Okay.
more, no more cupcakes. You're going to have another SEC game, so you won't get to play Sanford next year. So,
Okay. That now we can move on. Do you want to talk about coaching or Heisman?
I don't have much on coaching. I mean, there's, Franklin went to Virginia Tech, which, Penn State shouldn't have let go anyway. But yeah, there's not. And then of course, Kiffin. Uh, yeah, everybody thinks that he's leaving Ole Miss, but I don't think he's leaving. But
well, they
that's
gave him
my
an
two cents.
ultimatum.
No,
He asked
actually,
us
he came out and said that they did not give him an ultimatum.
before the Egg Bowl.
Yeah, that is. He said he went on Big Nose McAfee went on his show and said no, they did not give me that ultimatum.
So they should though. I mean, because like I said, he's playing games. Like he's posting like these little like mysterious little things like comments and stuff and like he's playing games.
I think Ole Miss is going along with them. I don't think he's going anywhere.
I hope he
I,
doesn't.
why would
I
you?
really hope he doesn't because I think that like I don't know. I think what he's built there. I mean, how long has he been there?
4 or
He's
5
been there.
years.
Yeah, I was
And
going to
it's
say five
like
years.
it's showing that he's like building a good program. I don't know. Money isn't everything, you know.
He's
Well,
even said that.
I know that I know some guys at LSU, and their number one, the guy they want more than anybody else is Lane Kiffin. That's their target. If they don't get Lane Kiffin, they're going to be upset.
Go
Yeah.
fish, LSU, because you're crapping the bed with what you're doing with your little BK friend.
Wow.
I'm just saying, like, what they're doing is ridiculous. It's their fault that we signed on stupid Jimbo for a gazillion dollars, and then they did the same thing with Brian Kelly, and now they're like, oh, we don't want to pay. Well, it doesn't work like that, LSU.
Yeah,
I'm a
I
little
think Florida
heated.
looks a little bit more attractive than LSU.
Yeah. Okay, well, I'm mad now, so we got to move on from the coaching talk. I'm still mad about Jimbo. Okay, the Heisman. Do you want to go first, Joe? Because I feel like yours should change now.
Why should it change?
Let me go first so I can illustrate why his should change.
Okay, okay.
All right, so I'm going to go with number 5 at Ty Simpson. He was at the top of my list. Um, he's at 2,787 yards, 22 touchdowns. He had 326 yards last week, one TD, one interception, and one fumble. So he caused a lot of that. Now a guy that's similar to him. Now his quarterback passing rating is a lot higher. There's a guy that lost to Georgia. He had 250 yards. He had a TD. He also had an interception, and he had a fumble. His quarterback rating for that game was 59.7. For the year, he's 53.8% quarterback rating. That's Arch Manning. All right. Marcel Reed, who poo pooed the bed in the first half, he had a 70.7 quarterback rating on his worst game of the season, 70.7. And he's still way higher than Arch Manning's all over quarterback rating at 53.8. So Arch Manning is way in the back, just way back there. Okay. So let me go to number 4, the USC quarterback, Jaden Mara. He's 2,868 yards. He had a really good game against Iowa. And then Julian Sayin from Ohio State. He didn't have the greatest game last week against UCLA, but they had 222 yards rushing, so that helped cap the game. Fernando Mendoza from Indiana, he's almost had 300 yards passing against Wisconsin with four TDs, and then
Garbage.
Jamar Love from Notre Dame.
Jeremiah.
Excuse me, Jeremiah. I read it wrong. Jeremiah with 147 yards and a TD with 64 yards as well,
Yeah.
passing or receiving. No, 6.4 yards per carry. Excuse
Yeah,
me.
there you go. There you go. There you go.
Yeah. So
Um, I have Jeremiah Love.
number one.
I have him. I I just think he's really good, and I'm shocked that they're not talking about him more. Um,
Because they're not
and
playing anybody.
and
He's a
then
silent assassin.
he played A&M in Miami. Okay, and then I've moved Gunnar Stockton up there. Do y'all remember when that he reminds me like last year when they put him in, like when Tired Face got hurt and they put Gunnar Stockton in and I felt like they were just like sewing his arm back on and he was still playing. Like he just kept going. I felt so bad for him. But anyway, at that Texas game, he looked so impressive to me. Like he was so locked in the whole time. Um, so I thought I moved him into my list. I also have Marcy Reed, even though he let me down that first half, he apologized, and I accept that. That's like like that's how you know you're growing as a person. And so I've accepted his apology, and like his stats in the second half were unbelievable. It's almost like he had the best game of the year according to his
In the second
stats,
half.
except it was his worst. Also his worst game. It was his worst and best game. Isn't that
He had
interesting?
439 yards passing.
Isn't that insane?
Yeah, but he had
Yeah,
two. Yeah,
totally.
had two INTs and a fumble.
He also
So
has 10 touchdowns. So, and the fumble wasn't really his fault. That was Colin. Colin got his shame on him.
Yeah, that was
Okay.
a stupid play. That was ridiculous. Second
Um,
and goal on the one, and you
they
end
were
up.
behind you.
Yeah, I mean, well, second and goal on the one. They tried to run it. They didn't get anywhere. They've got a problem. They really do.
a red zone problem.
It's not a red zone. Well, yeah, that too, but still a short yardage problem. It could be on the in the red zone. It could be on the goal line. It could be on the 50. It could be wherever.
Which is why we went for it on 4 and 12, because that's not short. If it's 4th and 12, let's go for it. 4th and 2, no. You
Fourth and
know?
one, they can't get it.
That's what I'm saying. They went for it when it was 4th and 12 and they
Yeah,
got it. So that's what the key is. No short
right.
yardage, only
No
long.
short. Okay, that's going to be a problem. Okay, that's going to be a problem. That happened to them last year when they played Texas and Kyle Field, and guess what? They couldn't score.
That
They
was
scored.
last year. That's a totally did they have Craver last year? Did
No.
they have did
Tip
they have
Jones.
Cassius Howell last year?
Yes, he
Did
played.
they did?
Yes.
Did they have Casey Concepcion
No.
last year?
No.
Okay, like I mean I feel like I could go on and on. Like
I think right now where Texas is on their offensive line compared to A&M, it's night and day. A&M's
mm-mm.
line is falling apart. They're
No,
not
it's
blocking
not. It is
anybody.
not falling apart. Marcy
Are
has
you
like
serious?
hours. He has hours to throw.
At halftime, A&M had negative 9 yards
At
rushing.
halftime, it
At
doesn't like
halftime, negative 9 yards rushing. They can't do this against Texas. The games they played in the first half against South
They
Carolina
got
won't
it
work
other
against
way.
they
They got
got
it
Texas.
it
other
out. They're not
system.
gonna do it
That's
again.
no,
It's
lightning's not going
out
to
of their
strike twice,
system. It's over. It's over. We
and
got it out of our
especially against
system.
TU.
I mean, I love your optimism. I think it's fantastic, but it's just not real.
Anyway, okay. Do we have to talk about his Heisman? It's so boring.
Well,
I
I mean, it's
mean,
just obvious. I mean, who should be crowned Heisman? It's a family name. He's proven who he is. He's the
what does
best.
quarterback ratings mean to you?
Well, I mean, he's also dealing with a lot of adversity, but he still shines. He's so good.
53.8
I understand that, but he's still,
overall.
yeah.
53.8, that's horrible.
I mean, he'll definitely be picked if he comes out this year. Next year, he'll be the number one player picked out of the country for sure.
What do you mean he'll
Uh,
be the number one player picked out of the country?
out of the college, if he goes out this year or next year, he'll be the number one. And the NFL,
You're saying if he goes NFL this
probably,
year, are you joking?
No, he'll be the number one easily.
Okay, that was another constructive criticism I forgot to mention. People are confused. Okay.
What? What are they confused about?
They're confused
You.
because of you. Like they're like you look like an imbecile. Like you're wearing a
An
Texas
imbecile.
hat. You're
Yes.
wearing a Texas hat and then you have your A&M pullover on.
Right. Right.
Okay.
I mean,
So
okay. So
the
go ahead.
way most people are is that I mean they don't sit there and dog their team and then like root for their competitor. It just doesn't happen. So anyway, for the fans, for all of our subscribers, our thousands of subscribers,
So we said at
just so you
56.
guys know, Joe has a psychological issue. And so that, and we just go along with it. Like you can't correct them. You can't say, no, no, that's not like you can't argue with them because it just doesn't, like it won't sink in. So because we are respectful to his condition, we just kind of let it go, right?
That's
Okay.
true.
Yeah.
Okay.
I,
Okay. So anyway, I'd like to say something
can I have
about
one
that.
question, JoJo? I have one
Sure.
question for you.
Sure.
So Carson Beck and Nussmeier from LSU, is Arch Manning better than those two?
Well, of course.
Well, so Beck has a 71.8 QBR. This is how you grade quarterbacks. And Nussmeier has a 63.2 QBR. Again, this is how you grade quarterbacks.
Okay.
Arch Manning has, what does Arch Manning have? He has a 53.8.
I don't care about that. Arch
So you
Manning
don't
has
care
all the
about the
qualities to be
grading?
the number one player picked out. If he goes pro next year, he'll be the number one player picked in the NFL draft.
Number one.
Yes. It's
So
obvious. Wouldn't you
to
want to have a Manning on your team?
the
I mean, come
fans out
on.
there who are confused, again, this is a delusion that he spouts out there.
Look, I want A&M to win every single game and win the national championship, but I'm just a realist. I know it's not going to happen.
You're not a realist. I mean,
Sooner or later, this I mean, talking about the nine lives, you said, well, I told you they have 11 lives or 12 lives or whatever. They only have nine lives. You know what? They've got about 30 lives they've already used. There's so many times this year they should have lost, and they keep getting bailed out by the other team.
We haven't
I mean,
played 30 games. You're using
but
fuzzy
I'm talking
math
about
again.
30. I know, but I mean, we're talking about three or four cats die a game. Okay. And they keep emerging victorious. Like, oh, they should have lost because of that. Same game. Oh, they should have lost because of that. But they still won. And it's great and I love it. But it's only Elizabeth, what's crazy about this is that I don't know if this will ever happen again. And we'll
I
ride the train,
know.
you know,
I know.
but
I told Tony like some of the best times that I've had like at A&M games have all happened this year.
absolutely.
And I said
Absolutely.
like that South Carolina game was crazy, like that was like I can't believe we witnessed that. I said the Notre Dame game.
Best of all
Um,
time on the road for
yeah,
sure.
I am concerned.
what about that? Like, so when we played Mississippi State, who Texas almost got beat by, we beat them 31-9. Florida, who Texas got beat by, we beat them 34-17.
I
Did
was
we
at
use any of those
Calfield.
lives in those two games? Huh?
Yeah. Yeah.
But
Florida. I don't
you
know what
like to
I
happened.
mean, the
talk about
LSU game where we won 49-25.
that
Did we
was not
use
it.
any of those either?
LSU's garbage, dude. Come on.
And
They quit.
also,
Mizzou,
I also
38-17.
I also would like to say that when you talk about like that was on the road, that was on the road, that was at Cal Field, this is honest to God. At the games I've gone to see them at Kyle Field, I have not been excited about it. Like it was tough. Like it wasn't like an
Agreed.
energetic win. And so I really think, I mean, this sounds so stupid to say it, but I really do think that they play better on the road. I really do. I don't know why it is, but it just seems like the games they played away are way better than the ones like when we left the Auburn game. There was not, we won that game and people were, it was like mice leaving the stadium. Like nobody was saying a word.
Well, I left after the
I
interception.
understand that.
I couldn't take it anymore. I was antsy. I was sick. I had to go throw up in the bathroom.
You didn't take
Uh,
pictures
no, I
of
didn't
the,
take pictures.
yeah,
You got mad because I
no,
didn't take pictures. Well, and
mm,
Debbie was mad at me the
yeah.
whole way home. We didn't speak five words, because I mean, I was just upset. I didn't care if we won or lost. I was just so upset. I was physically ill. Okay. And you say we played great on the road. What about Arkansas? You're calling that a great win on the road?
Well, I
Come
mean,
on.
that was kind of bull butter. There was a Marcy should have not that touchdown that Marcy made should not have been called back. That was a BS call. Same as this one against South Carolina. We should have won a lot more. That freaking holding was bull butter, and that touchdown Marcy made should not have been called back.
I actually agree with you. That was right. I didn't think that the guy fell down.
Yes.
Yeah, the defensive lineman fell down and they called it
And
for
then there was
holding. Yeah.
another deal where they were off sides. Like they went off sides
Yeah.
and that wasn't called either. And that would have been a score. And so, anyway, whatever. That happened a lot in
Yeah.
Arkansas where the calls were not great and we should have won by more. But whatever. I'm just saying.
The problem you're going to have though, like with the Texas game, is you're going to have to also play against, the officials because I'm sure the SEC is going to tell the officials, hey, look, we need another team in the playoffs. So, and if Texas can pull this off and beat A&M, we're going to have that extra
They
team
have
in
a
the playoffs.
22% chance. They right now, they
A&M
have a
has a
20
22, A&M has a
no.
20. What?
Texas right now has a 22% chance to getting into the playoffs
Oh,
right
well,
now.
yeah, but if they beat A&M, that's going to be part of it, right? So, and what I've seen lately is 53%. I mean, A&M is 10-0. They'll be 11-0 going into 8-3 Texas, and Texas is going to have a 53, last I saw was 53% chance to win the game. I mean, that's kind of crazy, isn't it? And
You're probably
like you said,
reading
they're
a
playing
freaking
great on the
an
road.
Austin paper
Yeah. Then you're saying they're playing great on the road.
They are playing great on the road.
Yeah. Well, why is it, 53% chance Texas winning
because
8-3?
it's
So,
kind of like if you're watching some of these polls that the Democrats come out with
yeah.
about how bad it's the same thing. You're reading freaking polls from Austin, Texas. I mean that's yeah
And
brutal.
plus you're going to have the officials that'll be they're going to have to give Texas some calls because they're going to want to try to do what they
Yeah,
can to
It
get
doesn't
them
work like that.
and
winning.
they're gonna give penalties for this as well, right?
Absolutely. They shouldn't do that. You can't, especially in Austin.
Yeah, for
You
sure.
can't do that. Yeah,
Okay,
but they start doing that. Colin Simmons is going to go crazy. Yeah, no, don't do that.
Who is Colin Simmons?
Only the best defensive lineman in the country. He's number one. That's his number. Number one.
Hmm.
Texas. Yeah.
Okay, well, again, sponsored by Eckerman's Meat Market.
Okay.
Have you ever had Eckerman's meat?
Of course.
Okay.
sausage. Yeah,
Um, just making sure. Do y'all, I'm gonna start getting it delivered over in y'all's area in New Braunfels at one of those HEBs. Those
Okay.
giant HEBs. Okay, so sponsored by Eckerman's Meat Market and um the Belleville Times, and then Bree and Roger said they want to be sponsors too. Bree and Roger Gonzalez, because Roger is also that I don't know how to explain them. I guess they're kind of battered and proud, huh?
You need to get Roger on here next week. That would be great.
No way. No way. That would be so obnoxious. You and him would be so obnoxious.
I think it would be
is he a
fantastic.
T-step as well?
Die hard.
He die hard, like didn't go there,
It doesn't
like
matter.
went to Concordia in Austin, but grew up in Austin, so like
Great university.
bleeds orange, and he and Joe together are like so because he like eggs him on. He eggs Joe on, like gets him going and stuff, and then loves it. It loves every minute of it. So, but anyway, it was nice having this chat with y'all. Joe, I'm sorry about your gonna be like your loss last weekend and then your loss coming up, like when you're gonna lose this coming weekend. I'm sorry about that too.
Okay.
And take that
Excellent.
ridiculous hat off of your head.
Two pigs.
This is my wife's hat that she let me borrow.
I can tell. Okay, we're at 53 minutes, so I think we should call it a day.
Deuces.
Okay,
All right.
college football podcast for college football men says only.